What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. Today's video, we are checking out Sabrina Carpenter's official video for Feather. I've actually not listened to this song. I did a full uncut album reaction to Emails I Can't Send when it came out. You can check that out on Patreon. The link's in the description. Super cheap to sign up. Super long video. But then she put out the deluxe edition. So this is one of the tracks from the deluxe edition. I'm excited to check this out. I'm a big fan of Sabrina Carpenter, so I think this is gonna be sick. Make sure you guys like the video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, check out Patreon. Here we go. Rest in peace, bitch. To be honest, like, isn't that like the reality? We'll never see this, but like, there's a lot of really bad people, or like really just like shitty people, or just not nice people that exist in the world, and they're gonna die, right? And like, when every person dies, we all go to the funeral and we kind of hype them up, right? Like, oh man, it's the greatest dude ever. But like, in reality, when they were alive, nobody liked them anyways. Let's just be real here. R.I.P. bitch, he was just okay. A whole mood.
Oh, not another tape. Oh, it's like that.
Oh, that fucking bass. Come on. I also love that the last music video I watched of hers, when she was hyping up Emails I Can't Send, was also shot outside of the New York Public Library. So I love that, like, she lives in New York. And I think she, like, maybe that's recent, I don't know, but she lives in New York and she like really utilizes those moments in her music videos, which is cool. Best city ever, so I get it.
Then you pull back when I try to make plans more than 2 hours in advance. I slam the door, I ignore, I say no, 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 no more.
Fuck. I'm a huge fan of Sabrina's voice too. I love the R&B elements that she brings in, but she's got this like really good ability to like create this cool pop sound as well. Really cool mix. R&B and pop, they just mix so well. We've been seeing it since the probably late 90s, early 2000s, but I'm just glad to see that over time it's just evolved and become, you know, its own sound, and super cool, and she's great at that. I also love the harmonies they add in. So good.
After this and afterthought,
oh shit. I love a couple things here. One, this fit is so good. Like, it's just giving like almost like boxing meets like Street Fighter character. And I love that. Also, want to talk about, this is fucking iconic. You got the pink Cadillac hearse, which also I thought that was interesting when Sabrina pulled up. And like, typically people that are attending the funeral aren't usually the ones bringing the body. But in this case it is, and maybe that is what she's doing. And I just think this is fucking awesome. Can we also just talk about this really quick? I'm sorry, but I gotta talk about the marketing, because Sabrina, I don't know if she's done this before, but she's doing it right here with this Galaxy Fold. Olivia Rodrigo did it with the Galaxy Fold. I think BTS did one, but I think it's a little bit different for BTS because like they're not an American artist, and like a lot of almost every country that isn't America uses more than just an iPhone. And what's interesting though is like Sabrina and Olivia definitely use iPhones. So I've always thought that was so funny, because like, you know, Samsung tries, they want us to get on there. We're not gonna do it. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm loving about this video too is like, this is literally like, this is a great female perspective on what it's like to try to just exist in the world. Like, unfortunately, this is the kind of shit that everybody has to deal with, but women for sure have to deal with this more than anybody. And it's amazing to me. Every scene so far has been so iconic. Even the gym, I think, was the most like realistic, where it's like you get a bunch of dudes, a bunch of testosterone in one room, and then everyone sees the one girl that's in the gym and everyone can't stop looking, and now they're fighting over each other to the point they all killed each other to try to, you know, follow her. She's got that power. It's like the guys that were following her on the sidewalk. They walk right into the street and they die. Why? Because they couldn't look at this guy. I mean, this is literally a crime.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yes. He got decapitated for sure. Oh yeah. I mean, just think, if people started responding the way Sabrina is right now, I think people would do that a lot less. It's literally the pastels. It's giving like springtime funeral. I'm getting some Madonna vibes here. Oh, so I'm gonna tell you why I like this. First off, I love this music video. So iconic. One of my favorite Sabrina Carpenter music videos I've ever seen. I think usually my favorite things to see from her are live performances. She's just so good. But when it comes to a music video, this is awesome. I love just how iconic it is. I love the imagery. I really love this idea that, as far as the music video goes, kind of like the perception that a lot of women face in the world, unfortunately. But these guys all got what they had coming to them, I would say. So it worked out. But what I love about this song, and what I kind of I've seen this kind of like throughout the last, you know, decade for sure, but especially the last 5 years, it kind of feels like there's a lot more positivity towards like relationship loss. I feel like pop music for a very long time, most of the time, was always about that heartbreak and kind of sadness and like loving somebody that maybe doesn't love you back, or like all these things. And there's a lot of like sadness and heaviness there. But I feel like lately we've been getting this sort of like surge of almost like ending toxic relationships or ending bad relationships and the positivity towards that. And I think that's really cool, because you get songs like this, which to me just feels like however that relationship was, whatever Sabrina was having to try to do to, you know, stay in that relationship, or what the other person was doing or not doing, the point is it was coming to an end. And a lot of times that's like so heartbreaking for people, but Sabrina's like, no, like we went through this, and now that we are not together and I don't have these thoughts like thinking of you and kind of like worrying about everything and this heaviness that it takes to be with you, I feel like so much lighter. I feel light as a feather. I feel like I can just enjoy my life and exist now. And I think that should be a really great sign if you made the right choice. If you break up with someone and you instantly feel free, like you can breathe, you probably weren't in the right relationship anyways, right? I mean, but it's hard to know that until it happens. But I love this positivity in pop music towards breakups and, you know, maybe being single or waiting for the right person instead of like trying to just be okay with people that you meet. Because at the end of the day, every time you sacrifice that one value, that's a piece of yourself that you're giving up every single time. So I love this. Sounds great. Has a, you know, obviously with it being the deluxe edition, it has the very same style that Emails I Can't Send has, and I'm such a big fan of that record. So I don't know how many of the deluxe tracks I haven't listened to yet, but maybe I should take a look. If you guys want me to react to those, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, make sure you guys go check out Emails I Can't Send, the full uncut album listening party, Patreon link right in the description. I love you guys. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.